Badman of the Guest Professor by ishmaeL Reed. For Joe Overstreet, David Henderson, Albert Ayler and D. Mysterious H. who cut up the Rembrandts. You worry me, whoever you are. I know you didn't want me to come here, but here I am just the same, hijacking your stagecoach, hauling in your pocket watches and making you huff it all the way to town. Black Bard, Robert W. and Art. I left some curses in the cash box, so I'll know it's me. Listen man, I can't help it if your thing is over, kaput, finished. No matter how you slice it, dick, you are done. A dead duck all out of quacks. Nagging hickle that goes on and on. dUradt a simple glass of water for relief. 2. You've been teaching Shakespeare for 20 years only to find the joke on you, the eavesdropping rascal who got it in the shins because he died know enough to keep his feet behind the curtains. A sap head served on a platter and Titus Andronicus or Falstaff too fat to make a go of it anymore. 3. It's not my fault that your tradition was knocked off warp style and left in the LEW pricks in its mouth. I read after it in the papers, but it was no skin off my nose. Wasn't me who opened the gates and allowed the rustlers to slip through unnoticed. You ought to do something at your security or mend your fences, partner. Don't look at me if all these N-words are ripping it up like Deadwood Dick. Doing art the way it's never been done. Macking Wurlitzer sorry he made the piano that will drive Mozart to the tennis courts, making Smith Corona feel like the red-faced university that has just delivered China some 50 11 H-bomb experts. I didn't deliver the blow that drove the abstract expressionists to my lady's linoleum where they sleep beneath tons of wax and dog shit and the muddy feet of children, or because some badass black painter done sent French impressionism to the walls of high-rise lobbies where they belong. Is not my fault. Martha Graham will never do the jerk. She's a sweet old soul, but her hips can't roll, as stiff as the Greek statues she loves so much. IV. These are the reasons you did me nasty. J. Alfred Prufrock. Trek you Polly in the bookstore today. Stand in the corner. No peaches for a week. You lemon, you must blame me because your wife is ugly. 80-60 by 1,000 discriminating sonnas. That's why you did that sneaky thing. I won't tell the townsfolk because you HB to live here and am just passing through. V. You got one thing right though. I did say that every time I read William Faulkner I go to sleep. Fitzgerald WDNTHV, known a gangster if one had snatched Zelda and made her a mall, though she WTHV been grateful I bet. Bonnie of Clyde wrote the saga of Suicide Cell just as the feds were closing in. It is worth more than the collected works of T.S. Eliot, a trembling Anglican whose address is now dHell. That thrilled him so. Last word from down there, he was opening a publishing code that will bore the devil back to paradise. Vi. And by the way, did you hear out grammar? Cut to ribbons in a photo finished by Stevie Wonder, a blind boy who dances on a heel. He just came out of the slang and broke it down before millions. It was bloody murder. V8. To make a long poem shorter, 3 things mole-headed lame W4 or 5 eyes. 1. Your world is riding off into the sunset. 2. The chips are down and nobody will chance your IOUs. 3. The last wish was a fluke, so now UHV to return to being a fish. PS the enchantment has worn off. That's why you didn't like my reading list, right? It didn't include anyone on it that you see the invite to a cocktail party and shoot a lot of ball, right? So you want to take it out on my hide, right? Well, I got news for you, Professor Nothing. I am my own brand while you must be the fantasy of a Japanese cartoonist. A strange kind of dinosaur mouse, I can see it all now. The leaves are running low. It's the eve of extinction and there are no holes to accept you're behind. You wander out your long neck probing a tree. You think it's a tree, but it's really a trap. A cry of victory goes up in the kitchen of the world. A past is dead. A prehistoric past at that. A really funny time prehistoric past whom we will lug into a museum to show everyone how really funny you are. Your fake wD make a good scenario, but the plot is between you and Charles Darwin. As I said, I'm passing through, just singing my song. Get along little dog G and jazz like that. Word has it that a big gold shipment is coming to California. I buy to ride all night of them to meet my partners. They want me to help score the ambush.